Hi, good evening, everyone, and happy Wednesday to you. Can't believe it's May the 4th. I know. Star Wars fans, are you? I won't go there. I have cold water tonight instead of tea. And I'm so thankful that the weather has changed a little bit. I was getting tired of the dark and gray and dreary, but we have sunshine out there today now, this evening. So it's starting to feel maybe a little bit more like May. So I hope you're doing well. I'm Diane from Stamping with Diane, and I come to you live every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. to share my love of Stamping Up with you. I choose a different stamp set or bundle to focus on for the month. So this means because it's May, we are focusing in on a new bundle. And this month we are using the On the Horizon, which has some kind of subtle image stamps and then some lovely sentiments. And it has the Horizon dies go with it. And we're not, well, yes, we are using some of the dies tonight, so you'll see a little bit about the detailed dies here this evening. And I am stamping tonight with quite a few different colors. The main theme is the rich Blackberry Bliss, but I've also if you're stamping along with me, then pull out right away the piece of designer series paper that's in your package, and you'll want to find a few colors that coordinate with that. Okay, so I'll leave it at that for now as your little hint. Hi Valerie, nice to see you. I love it when you interact with me, when you say hello, let me know that you're watching, even when you're watching the replay. I know a lot of people can't log on at 7 p.m. and I understand that, but they might watch later through the week. So please do say hello in the comment when you're watching later in the week. And I've had a little bit of a blitz to mark the beginning of our newest catalog is now live. And so I was asking you questions over the last 4 or 5 days on my Facebook page. And those of you who responded to those questions and commented were entered into a draw. So I had some just pop in later this afternoon. So I've just done the draw, and the winner is going to receive this package of the red rhinestones. And the lucky winner is Karen White. So Karen, I will pop those in the mail to you. I do have your address, so I'll send those off to you. And congratulations, Karen, and thank you for just commenting and playing along with my little game there, asking your opinions. So right now I just showed you the annual catalog, and we are still working with the mini catalog. This one stays active until the end of June. So we're at May, we have all of May and all of June for this one is still active, okay? And then after that, we'll be getting into the next mini catalog, which will start thinking about fall and Christmas and winter stamp sets. I'm not ready to think about that yet. In color, this is a huge bonus right now. It's always a great time to join my Something for You stamping team. I have a great group of gals who just love to stamp. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do videos. You can just create for your own pleasure, or to send your cards to others or gift them, or whatever it is that is your passion. You don't have to engage in any workshops or selling opportunities. However, it's always a great time to join the Stamping Up team because you will always receive a discount on all future purchases. And it's always the best deal to get the, oh, hi, Angela, nice to see you. It's always a great deal to be able to choose any $165 worth of product and only pay $135, no tax, no shipping added. However, for this entire month, Stamping Up is throwing in $91 worth of free product on top of what you have chosen. And the free product they are giving you are the in colors, the brand new in colors that I've been talking about. So you would get the cardstock, the 8.5 by 11, which is the most popular size, the all 5 ink pads. That's a $50 value right there, more than 50. The designer series paper in the in colors and in color grid paper. So the grid paper is what I use to protect my work surface, to practice my stamping. If I'm going to make a mess, I want to make it on my grid paper. I also use the grid paper to line up my projects, etc. So all of that Stampin' Up! Is giving you for free on top of your $165 worth of product, and you are still paying only $135. So please talk to me before the end of May. Again, I never pressure you to sell, but I would love to have you on my team. I do a social every month, a virtual social every month. There are some perks that I give my team, and I'm always there to answer questions for them. So we have swaps amongst our team. We have an upcoming in-person social that we're going to be doing together. So again, I'd love to have you on the team, and why not? This is a great, great deal. So this weekend is Mother's Day. Have you made your Mother's Day cards? If you do not have materials to make Mother's Day cards, let me know. You can pop over before Sunday and make a card with me. No problem at all. I was able to celebrate Mother's Day a little bit early. I just got back from a little road trip with my eldest daughter and her 2 sons, who are 4.5 and 2.5. And we went down to visit my mom and my husband's mom, so my mother-in-law. So we had a 4-generation trip to see those great grandmas. What an opportunity for the little guys to just bond a little bit more with their great grandmas. It is a bit of a drive. It's like 3 to 4 hours to go and see both of them. And they managed so well. So if you see some bags under my eyes today, I didn't get quite as much sleep as I usually do. They get up very early in the morning. But what a blessing to go on the 4-generation trip. All right, what else did I want to tell you? Karen, you've won the rhinestones, so that's amazing. I talked to you about the starter kit, and I think I'm going to flip the camera around, and I just thought I'd take a second. A lot of people do a big catalog launch right now to introduce the new catalog, so I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to show you just a few items. Oh, hi, Darlene. Nice to see you too. I say see, even though I can just see that you're watching. So thank you for commenting. I appreciate that very much. So I'm going to flip my camera and let you see the inside now of this catalog. If you wanted a hard copy version and you haven't got one from me yet, please just ask. I do have more copies, and I'm somebody who loves to have the hard copy version. Online, of course, is fine from time to time, but when I am really looking for ideas, I love to have the hard copy version. So a couple of the suites I just wanted to show you. Love this one, the Tea Boutique. How gorgeous is this? And the designer paper comes in all 5 of our new in colors, which are shown here. It also comes with a set of note cards and envelopes. So if you are new to stamping, this is a perfect way to start off. You already get the patterned cards and the envelopes. Then you just need to add a stamp or two, a sentiment on the front, and they give you all kinds of cute, fun ideas here in the catalog. So this, I've already designed some cards. Got a few here for Mother's Day. I'm doing a mom-daughter event on Saturday for Mother's Day. So aren't those super cute? And these are the card bases that you can purchase right here. I can also feature this series as home parties. I think it would be a lot of fun. I've tried some 3D projects, little tea bag holders and whatnot. Show you, this is the Lovely in Linen set. If you knew the Sweet Symmetry, it's kind of similar-ish to me to that series of paper. I won't show them all to you. Here's the Happy Forest Friends. I'll give you a hint because I don't think she's watching. My daughter, who's expecting a baby in July, I am using this suite for her shower invitations and all the shower favors. She's not finding out if she's having a boy or a girl, so she wanted the woodland theme. And then I opened the catalog and realized that this is just going to be perfect. I'll show you the A Wash in Beauty suite. This designer paper is just stunning. Again, it's got the pinks and green tones to it. A floral stamp set to go with it. Of course, you don't need to purchase the whole suite. You could just purchase the paper or the stamp set, but I just wanted to show you some of the new ones. This one, he's the man. I like this one for our men in our lives. This one, we've got our Father's Day, handsome, classic birthday. Holy smokes, you're amazing. This one, I love it. And I love the dies that come with it. They coordinate really beautifully to make great, they would die cut out these shapes, which would be great for your labels. And there's even some of the designer series paper, which you could put these shapes on top of and die cut out these without even having to stamp anything. So this is the series I'm going to use in June, Father's Day month. I'm going to be showcasing this series. So if you like it, then maybe that's the one you'd like to tune into again in June. So I'm not going to show you any more, but so many fun products, papers, new tools, new gems, new punches. Everything you could imagine for paper crafting is available. So if you would like a catalog, then please speak to me about that, and I'd be happy to get you one. All right, on the horizon, our card base is quite simple tonight. Here's where I was talking about. There's a very small, it's just about 2.5 by 3 or so inches of our designer paper. The On the Horizon designer paper already has all of this on it. Here's the back side, but I definitely want the scene so you can see the horizon here. And I'm going to put some, there are some geese, okay? I think they're geese. I'm assuming they're geese. Maybe they're birds. Anyway, the flying objects through the sky. I'm going to put some of those across my sky as well. So I'm adhering those birds, and I'm just going to stamp them up into the sky, and I'm going to use just a soft crumb cake for this one. So opening up my crumb cake and doing a light tap, 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 and really anywhere at all will work, and straight down, straight up. And now we've just added that extra little bit onto the card. Okay, so from there, I'm going to already start assembling. So I'm taking my designer paper, just using my Stampin' Seal. Of course, you can use your liquid glue if you prefer liquid glue. And I've trimmed this piece of black cardstock just slightly larger, okay? And then I've given you a piece of Blackberry Bliss, and I love how this part of our designer paper just pops with that. So speaking of pop, I'm actually going to adhere this label, this layer is what I meant to say, with 4 dimensionals. Oh, let's make it 5. Okay, and I'll pop off the backings here. This one, yeah, very simple with our stamping so far. All I've done is put the flying birds, geese, on there. Okay, and that's where we're at. So, oops, there goes my take your pick tool. Okay, now here's where more of the fun begins. So I've given you a piece of the thick basic white cardstock. It's our regular 5.5 by 8.5. It's just a half a sheet of our cardstock. I've scored and folded it at the 4 1/4 mark. So this card could sit this way or this way. And we could put this like so. Okay, but I wanted to show you a different technique. You'll see this kind of style a lot on Pinterest, where they're using this and then they stamp a sentiment directly onto the card, and it's very stunning because you can see the paper speaks for itself. But I thought I'd like to show you how to step this up. So my card is going to sit this way, but I wanted to do something on this side. So first off, I'm going to take a piece of a Post-it note. Now I have to use a Post-it note for now. In this new catalog, I think I should show it to you because I had trouble finding it. But in the new catalog, if you have this one, I'll see if I can find it here. It was in the paper accessories. Here's all the gems, our new ribbons. Here it is here. So this is called Handy Helpers, and it's got all kinds of our tools, but this is a brand new product, sorry, right here, number 9. And number 9 is called Masking Paper. It says, keep designated paper sections ink-free while using coloring techniques. So you get 12 adhesive back sheets of paper, and they are 5 by 7 size, okay, for $9.75. So this has just been available as of May the 3rd, yesterday. So I have not received mine yet. So in the meantime, I have to use my old Post-it note idea. But I'm very excited to think that soon I will be able to do this technique with masking paper. So I'm using my double oval punch, which thankfully is continuing, and I'm punching this out. Now I'm getting this second oval, which I don't need. This is the one I want. And now I've done this right where the sticky part is, and I'm going to place that on my card front so that whatever is underneath this is not going to be colored. It's going to stay white. Okay, maybe I'm going to turn this way because I want to be able to see what I'm doing over here. And here's where I'm going to pull out all my, I have some blending brushes here. I brought 3 to my table tonight. And I've got all kinds of shades, and I want to mirror this kind of an effect. So I think I'll start with a little tiny bit of this blue look. So I'm using Misty Moonlight. Now Misty Moonlight has just retired, just as of yesterday. So what I'm doing is just very lightly rubbing. Then I always rub on my paper first so I don't get a blotch. Okay, so that looks very faint, but there is a bit of blue showing here. And I think I want to add just a bit more. And again, what I'm using as my model is this as my designer paper. So I'm going to leave these open. Sorry, my arm keeps reaching across. And now I'm going to add a little bit of this soft succulent. And I'm going to switch to, no, I think that'll be fine. The soft succulent, and I come in again, starting off the page, and I'm just adding a little bit of green to that. Very gently. Okay, so now when I'm layering this, so I've got this green and this down here. So about here is where I want to start continuing. I'm trying to get the idea that I'm continuing this image across. So here's where I want my darker Blackberry Bliss. Now I don't want it to be exact, but I'm just showing you an idea. So I've got a different blending brush here for my Blackberry Bliss. Now see how dark that is. So coming in lightly here, there we go. And as I carry on, it gets lighter as I go. That might be enough. And now I think I'm going to pull in some of the fresh freesia. And I'm just kind of guessing at this coloring. just letting it blend in very lightly up here. And my piece of cards, designer paper, has some of this yellow running through it. So let's try that. I've got a blending brush here that I've used yellow with, and so I'm pulling out a bit of the saffron. I know you can't see all this on camera, in camera, but again, I'm doing the same technique, getting some yellow on my blending brush, starting off the page, and then I'm just gonna swirl in on top, okay? So you see I'm going right over top of my sticky note here. There, I'm just getting a hint of that yellow. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, I think I want to add a bit more of the lighter purple. Get a bit more of that in here. I'm going to bring it right to the bottom. And now let's pull in a little bit more of the green. So you see I started at the bottom, worked my way up. Sorry about all the shaking. Oh golly. Sorry about the shaking, guys. Okay, so, and I'm just blending in. And I'm gonna put a wee bit more of the blue to darken that up just a bit more. There, okay. So this is gonna come over here. So I didn't worry about coming right to this edge. I'm not worried about that, but I've just now filled that in. Now, the sentiment I wanted to use tonight is breathe. This, to me, is a very calming scene. If you don't mind, I'm just going to close up these inks so I don't get them in the way. So again, I was using fresh freesia. I have some So Saffron here because mine had the yellow. Maybe the piece that you have doesn't have that yellow in it. I used some Misty Moonlight. If you don't have that anymore, that's okay. You could use a different color of blue. Again, you really can't tell the color specifically. So now I'm going to pull this piece of Post-it note off, and look, I've got a perfect oval has been left blank. So now I'm tapping with my Blackberry Bliss. I can see I didn't get any on my edges, so I should be good. And I want to bring that right into the center of my sentiment. I'm gonna open it up just to make it as flat as possible. We always want to stamp on a flat surface. And there, it looks like I have made a label, but instead, what we did was we created our own with the masking and the blending brushes. What do you think? I love that. I hope you like that too. You could do that with watercolor, some of our watercolor spritzers as well. Now, hopefully also in your kit. Now, to me, this is lovely, and we could leave it just like this. But I wanted to show you some of the dies. So I have die cut a mountain range with the dark gray. This is the basic gray. And then I've die cut using the gray granite. And you'll see that these layer perfectly, one on top of the other. So it kind of looks like we've got this mountain range with the two tones, okay? So if you wish, you could put some of these mountains coming across your card. If you prefer to leave it like that, absolutely, it's stunning. But if you would like to add some of the mountains, we can do that as well. So I'm going to, because I want you to see the way that it works. So I'm pulling out my acrylic mat here, and I'm going to use my white glue. So the way I do this, obviously the dark gray has a lot more surface, but it's the lighter gray. Now I haven't used this for a little bit, so I'm just getting rid of that hard end. See if I can get it going here. Might need to pop it with a pin just to get it started. So the blending brushes, as you've seen me use them in the past, they are some of my favorite coloring tools. So now, here we go. Coming out. Yeah. So I just want tiny bits. Oh, my white glue has been sitting while I've been on my little road trip. Let's see if I can get it going. You can use the other. You can use, well, okay, I'll just use my seal for now. So it's fine to use some seal on this as well. And any little bits are just not gonna worry. There we go. Okay, so you just want to watch that you are layering it just right so they are lining up. Hopefully they didn't get bent in your package, in your envelope, after I die cut them and then it sent it to you. There we go. So there is our mountain range. Look at that, the real 3D effect of those mountains. This fits very nicely in our mini die cut and emboss machine. Fits beautifully in there. Now, obviously it's longer than my page, so I can choose which part of the mountain. Do I want the big tall part of the mountain and let it run off, or do I want the shorter mountains, let it come off? Maybe I will do that. Okay, so I'm going to put, yeah, I'm going to keep some of the shorter ones, and I'm going to actually remove part of this beautiful tall mountain, but that's okay. So I'm just layering it here at the horizon line. It's going to now make it look like those pinkish objects are way off in the distance. And now just trim that off, make it look like it's part of the paper. There we go. As easy as that. And now all I need to do is adhere that to my card front. So very, very simple. It was just a piece of the designer paper. It speaks for itself with the gorgeous, gorgeous background colors. And each piece is slightly different. So that's where you can customize your coloring here to coordinate and match. Okay, and there we have it. Breathe. Isn't that calming? Seeing the mountains and the birds. It looks like the water and the trees in behind. So that's our first of this series. There are a couple of fancy folds coming this month, which I hope you will enjoy. I like working with fancy folds. Oh, I didn't put my new host code on here this time. Sorry, my big thumb there. You can see my host code on my website. It is posted under my specials, and it's also posted on my Facebook page. Just scroll back a couple of posts and you'll see that. I've linked the online version of the catalog there for your convenience, so you can pop through that. As I say, I have some more paper copies available. The kits collection has been refreshed. We have a new kit, was just launched today. It's called A Million Thanks. Makes 9 thank you cards. Great value, all inclusive. I think it's $26, $28, something like that for all 9 cards. Plus then you will get your stamp set to keep and continue stamping with, and you'll get a small ink block, ink spot, and you get the acrylic block to put your stamps on. So it really is all inclusive. It even will come with glue dots or some tear and tape, whatever it is that you'll need. It will come with embellishments and gems. It will come with dimensionals, everything, so that your cards will look fantastic when you're finished. The 12 by 12 inch magnetic board is back in stock, so it is available as well. Lots and lots of options on our kit page, so just keep watching that one. It does change from time to time. I am posting my next couple of classes on my link tree. That's my job now this evening, is to create those Google Forms and keep that up to date for you. And I announced today a save the date. Save the date, Friday, May 20th. And that's all I'm telling you so far. Save the date, Friday, May 20th. There's something big happening in my studio that you won't want to miss, okay? So it is Friday, May 20th. You'll hear more details next week or sooner. Maybe you'll get an email. All right, my friends, I would love to do a class with you. We can focus on the tea cards if you like, or something different, whatever theme you would like to do. If you wanted to do some of the more masculine, maybe you've got weddings coming up, maybe you've got anniversary cards you need to make, you just let me know, and I'm very flexible in what I can help you with. So thank you for crafting with me. Thanks, Karen. I know you tend to watch the replays, so you can watch for this set of embellishments. Will be sent to you in the mail as a thank you for participating in my little online quiz. And think about joining my team. I'd love to answer any questions. $135. That's not a very big financial commitment to be able to get over $200 worth of product. Okay? All right, friends, I'll see you next week. Take care. Stay safe. Stay well. Bye. Happy Mother's Day.